Hello ladies and gentlemen, Sigval Grim here and welcome to yet another video. Today we are going to make a tier list where we discuss about the Batmanja character and we are going to try and determine who's the best Batmanja character, who's the worst Batmanja character, and at the same time Alter Gaming also did a similar video to this. He did a top 6 or how many, yeah, there are 6, but I'll leave the link in the description if you want a different opinion, but I really don't agree with his video. And that's why I'm making my own tier list. Yeah, if you want a different opinion, check out down in the description. And yet again, this is just my personal opinion. So with all that being said, like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Dislike it if you dislike it. Maybe hit that bell button. Let's get into it. We are going to start off with a C tier, in C tier being the lowest tier over here. And keep in mind this is irrelevant thinking back to the tier list of all characters that I have made. The fact that we'll have here C tier, B tier, A tier, S tier characters does not mean that if I was to put them in the big tier list, those will be their tiers. This is only a tier about them. This is only about them, from the best to the worst. And in C tier we're going to have Batman Ninja Batman. Batman Ninja Batman will be hands down the worst character in the Batmanja roster. He will be ranked so low because of the fact that, first of all, his passive is useless in my opinion. He will receive some buffs if he is inflicted with some specific types of damage. So first of all, you need to receive damage in order for this to be effective, and secondly, it's going to be a chance-based effect on the side of the opponent, not even your side. So that's not going to fly by very well. His special 2 is totally useless. It reduces the cost of the special tree, but the problem is not reduces, it has a chance to make the special tree free. But the problem with those things in Just 2 Mobile is that abilities that are doing that are having effects similar to this are totally useless, because in Just 2 Mobile there's something called combo. The higher your combo is, the more damage your ability will do, and if you use your second ability before third ability, you'll lose all the combo and you'll overall deal much less damage than if you were to use the third ability for the full price. The only thing that stands out for this character is going to be his first special attack. It's going to be a dot damage, a dot hazard that will follow the enemy around the map and will blind them. That's the only saving grace of this character. Other than that, he's pretty damn useless. And it does not help the fact that he is a Batman character, because while there are some great Batman characters in this game, don't get me wrong, their basic attack animations don't really chain well into a tagging combo. So if you would go with Batmanja Batman into a tap 3 times, swipe right, tap 3 times, swipe right combo, then when you tag, you're going to tag into a block, because his swipe right is going to take too long and the enemy is going to be able to block before you're able to tag another character. You can work your way around this, but it's not something that you really want to work your way around. So yeah, Batman Ninja Batman will be, in my opinion, the worst character on this list. And yet again, this list is going to be about overall performance, not about damage. In terms of how much damage he can deal in raids, you'd be actually surprised, because the Batman Ninja characters have very good synergies, and pretty much any Batman Ninja character that you can put in the same team with Batman Robin and Batman Gorilla can deal above 15 million damage. And if you want to talk about it purely in terms of damage, he's like the second worst Harley, dealing lower damage, but he's going to be overall C tier for me. And yet again, this list is not only about damage. So with all that being said, let's move on to the B tier. Coming up in the B tier, we're going to find ourselves with 2 characters. We'll have Batman Ninja Lord Joker and Batman Ninja Harley Quinn. Those are characters that made it so far due to very, very different reasons from one another. Harley is going to be a totally trash character if you're going to use her in a fight. She's going to be by far one of the worst, if not the worst characters to use in a fight. I'm not sure if to give that title to her or Batman Ninja Batman, because of the fact that at least her basic attacks can chain into a tagging combo. She's not going to do well in raids if you try and use her as damage dealer, and yes, somebody did try that. But the very important thing and the saving grace of this character is going to be the passive. The passive will provide you with buffs for the Batmanja characters just by having her in your roster. So just by having her in your roster, she will give a percentage of her base attack and base health to all the Batman Ninja characters. And this way she will provide useful for the Batmanja team, even though she is not good enough to make it into any actual team. And that's the reason why I gave her B tier. The other character in the B tier will be Batman Ninja Lord Joker. And this one will be one of the best damage dealers that the Batman Ninja can provide. But I'll get into why he's only B tier afterwards. So first of all, he does not look like much of a character, am I right? Like that passive that revives a teammate after he kills a Batman looks like crap. Special one disables fast attacks, crap. Special 3 is going to split damage to tag out opponent. Well, we got Raiden for that, so at first glance, it's a very bland and useless character, but he's got two very good things going for him. First of all, smooth basic attacks. He can tag in and out to do combos no problem. And second thing is going to be his special tree costing only 4 bars of powers for power and dealing lots of damage. And somebody came up with the idea that let's team him up with Batman Ninja Gorilla Grodd and Batman Ninja Robin. Let's build him up. Let's team him up with them, and let's use him in Reigns. And guess what? He deals above 30 million damage. He deals above 30 million damage for some reason. He deals at some points more damage than Batman Ninja Catwoman. So yeah, this is just out of this world with this character. But damage is going to be the only thing that he's got going for him. In terms of pure damage, he might be the best character on this list, but he's only B tier because you are not really going to build him, or it at the very least is not the most optimal character to build. Because while he brings damage in normal rates and soul rates, the thing is he does not have that much versatility. And you'd rather build Batman Ninja Catwoman, who deals as much damage or sometimes a little bit lower damage, but she also has healing and other stuff that we'll talk about later. Then those other things that she has in addition make her a character that can hit horrific Scarecrow or bosses in soul rates that you can't tag out and in against. And it makes her far better in Arena and Champions Arena and much more of a versatile character. So even though Batman Ninja Lord Joker deals more damage than Batman Ninja Catwoman, and not by a lot, just by a little bit, he's going to be at a lower tier than her. So yeah, this is the B tier. I put those characters over here because Batman Ninja Harley Quinn is useful, but at the end of the day, she's not essential. Like, if you don't have her, your Batman Ninja team will perform a little bit less strong, but you don't have to have her. And Lord Joker is going to be a great damage dealer, but not a damage dealer that you really need to build, because Batman Ninja Catwoman is overall a better alternative, unfortunately, for him. If I was to compare these characters, I couldn't really tell who I would rank higher. I might be inclined to rank higher Batman Ninja Lord Joker because he deals insane amounts of damage, but at the same time, if you are to build the other team that does not involve Batman Ninja Lord Joker, he's not going to do anything for that team, but Harley is going to do both. So this is a hard choice. Deciding between Batman Ninja Lord Joker and Harley Quinn, it's up to you guys. Like, you could go either way and you couldn't be wrong. So yeah, with all that being said, let's move on to the next tier. Coming up to the A tier, we have Batman Ninja Robin and Batman Ninja Catwoman. And yeah, if this was the actual tier list to lore characters, they would have been in S tier at the very least. But the thing is, as I have said, this list is only for this tier list is only for those characters specifically, and we are only ranking them compared to each other. So Batman Ninja Robin will be essential in every single Batman Ninja team because of the fact that he provides lethal attack damage increase. And that's going to be just amazing and will be something essential into boosting his their damage. And as a damage dealer, he might be very good and very underrated because of the fact that he's got armor piercing on the special tree, he's got healing, so that means that he can hit Scarecrow as well and the bosses where he can't tag out. But the reason that he has not been built by many people as a damage dealer is the fact that first of all, he does not synergize with Batman Ninja Gorilla Grodd. Like, Batman Ninja Catwoman has blind on her special one. Batman Ninja Gorilla Grodd special one does additional damage to blinding targets, and that's a synergy. You put double all blades on them, you tag them in and out. Batman Ninja Robin can't do that. And the second reason is that for a very long time his block has been bugged, and he was not able to. He was to the point where he was more or less unplayable, so he has been left in the shadow. But I think it's a character that would have very much potential if used by himself. And even if you don't use him, you have to have him in the team for that passive critical attack lethal attack damage that he provides. Like, without having Batman Ninja Robin, your damage will tremendously decrease. The next character in the A tier will be Batman Ninja Catwoman, and she's going to be the go-to character for the Batman Ninja team in terms of being a damage dealer. She will deal tremendous amounts of damage with her Special 1 and Special 3. She has healing on the Special 2, so that means she can hit Horrific Scarecrow. She can interrupt Horrific Scarecrow and other bosses where you can't tag in and out, like Manta in Soul Raids. She's going to be all around a very, very good damage dealer. And she's got a passive that provides survivability for the entire team, being the Immortal passive that gives them immortality when they get below a certain threshold of health. And at the same time, she's going to use an ability for free if she blocks an attack. All around, a great character in terms of Arena, Champions Arena, Raids, and Solo Raids. And one of the best damage dealers in the entire game. Definitely not the best, but it's up there with them. So yeah, this was the A tier list. If I was to pick the best out of those two, yet again it's a little bit conflicting because they are both essential characters. But at the end of the day, without Batman Ninja Robin, Batman Ninja Catwoman will not be dealing by far as much damage, because Batman Ninja Robin provides that very useful passive that gives you lethal attack damage. And if you wanted to argue that, well, Batman Robin wouldn't do so good without Batman Catwoman, well, we have Lord Joker, and it has been proven to do very well. And Lord Joker is in a team that does not have Batman Catwoman. It has Batman Robin and Batman Gorilla Grodd. So on one hand, you could argue that Batman Catwoman is going to be better than Batman Robin because she's such a versatile character. But at the end of the day, she would be pretty crap in raids and solo raids without Batman Robin providing that lethal attack damage buff, and so would be any Batman Ninja team. So it's a very hard one. I think I'd give this to Batman Ninja Robin only because of the fact that it's his passive that makes the whole Batman Ninja archetype work. So yeah, this was everything for the S tier. Let me know down in the comments what you think about this one. And now let's get into the S tier. In the S tier, we have Batman Ninja Gorilla Grodd, one of the best characters in the entire game. So yeah, where do I even begin? First of all, the guy has a passive that will reduce with basic attacks the attack and the armor of the enemies. So first of all, we see over here the armor reduction is almost like a classic Superman passive, am I right? Does not work the exact same way, but it's something similar to that. Secondly, he's going to be able to generate power with basic attacks, so you'll fill that power bar pretty damn fast. So he's somewhat of in a way better and in a way worse Dr. Fate, and it's on the same character. And wait, there's more. Those buffs and those debuffs to the enemy do apply for every Batman Ninja character. So he's going to be a great support character. When he gets below a certain threshold of health, he's going to be able to regenerate for a percentage of the damage he deals. He also has a shield. Shields are very good. Shields are nice. And at the same time, he's going to be a great damage dealer himself, because of the fact that he deals huge amounts of damage with his Special 1 if the enemy is blinded, and you can do that by tagging in and out with Batman Catwoman. And if that was not enough, he has a perfect infinite combo using Firebox, and if you don't have Firebox or don't want to use Firebox on him, then you can do the perfect infinite combo, but the enemy has to be on the corner. So overall, we have over here a character that is a decent tank, a great damage dealer, the best combo builder in the game, and a must-have support character for a Batman Ninja team. So there you have it, guys. The S tier for the Batman Ninja characters definitely, without a shadow of a doubt, belongs to Batman Ninja Gorilla Grodd, one of the best characters in the whole Ninjas 2 mobile. And yeah, did I mention that you can use him as a combo builder for any team in the game? Because those passives work with every single team, even though they do not, even though only Batman Ninja teammates also benefit from them. So yeah, this was it for this one. This was my Batman Ninja characters tier list. I'm not really sure what purpose this serves. At the very least, I'll stop you guys from building Batman Ninja Batman, because that would be pretty much of a waste of your resources. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Dislike it if you dislike it. Let me know down in the comments what you think about this list and what you would change. And I'll see you in the next one.